Hello everyone, it is Cataclysm, and welcome back to Minecraft for our first ever escape room. Now, this sounds weird, it sounds out of character, and honestly, it is a little out of character. This is going to be a lot of fun because of that. Now, I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I love escape rooms. I've never been to one myself, but I've played a lot of games that involve escape rooms, and they're just fun. They're absolutely hilarious, so much fun, and I really wanted to make my own. So tonight, that's exactly what we did. As you might be able to guess, behind this beautiful wall of prismarine and glory is my escape room. I will be taking my friend Dialect in tonight. He will have to complete 4 rooms as fast as possible. Put your guesses down in the comments for how long you think he's going to take, and without further ado, let's go! So, I guess really the only thing I need to say is this is going to be a lot of work. I have not had a lot of experience with redstone and such, so this is going to be a little bit new for me. I'm not going to show every single step that happens because that's going to take a while, and you guys are going to get bored. And I don't want you to get bored, so a lot of the things will be fast-forwarded, time-skipped, etc., but I think you'll get the general gist of what's happening. But just in case you didn't want to watch the whole video, there is going to be a counter in the top right corner that tells you what point of the video to go to just to see the escape room. So without further ado, let's get to work. Alright, I think we're going to start off with some nice little stairs right here. Kind of give us a little bit of a place to start. I feel like typically what I should have done to start with was actually build the walls on the outside, but I wanted to get this set up just so I kind of knew, hey, this is where these stairs need to be. This is how far off the ground this is actually going to be. Now that we got that, we can probably build some walls and make it look like, hey, I don't just have hovering staircases. I actually have a plan here. And I will see you guys in a second once I get this wall finished. Alright, and now we have our first challenge. What mob makes that noise? A parrot, or the closest thing I could find in sound, an armadillo. Now we all know it's the parrot. If you listen closely, you can hear the wings. You know it's not going to be an armadillo. But if you were to open these doors, you'll find that the path will go 2 different ways. You get the parrot, you'll go to the left. You pick armadillo, you'll go to the right. And one of those is going to lead you right to a dead end. So this first one isn't supposed to be very hard. It's going to be very obvious which one's correct. But, again, the challenges are going to get harder as we go along. They're not going to be hard at the beginning because no one would want to do a challenge that's hard at the beginning. Okay, so it's done. Now, this may not look like much, but let me tell you, there are several secrets inside, and of course I'm going to show them to you. Did you really think I wasn't going to show them to you? I explained the basic building process. Now let's look at the little itty-bitty details. Now, I'm not going to tell you everything because that wouldn't be any fun for you guys, but we will go through it very quickly, walk through the main rooms, and get an idea of what it's going to be like to run the actual course. So there's one very common theme to this that you're probably going to realize very quickly, but let's see if you guys can figure it out. So, I'm pretending I'm the runner right now. As you go in, the first thing you're going to see is the rules. No breaking blocks. No breaking blocks of any kind. If you break a block, you're immediately disqualified. So don't break any blocks. And now we go inside. So we reach the front doors. The end is the beginning, and the beginning is the end. Now that may just seem ominous and creepy and very up my alley. There's a reason. I assure you, there's a very good reason as to why I put those there. I have a feeling you guys may already know what the theme of this build is. Alright, so we're gonna go in through the front doors here, nothing special on those particular doors, and we reach the first challenge. What mob makes that noise? Now, we already went through this very briefly, so we're not gonna spend any time here. Parrot or armadillo, we go through here. Now, this is the first trick. Choose your path. For my lovely soul candles hanging everywhere. So, you have 2 options here. You have the red path, which is the parrot, which is the correct path, and you have the green path, which is the armadillo, which is the incorrect path. However, there has been a little bit of a change since how I explained at the beginning. Let's just mosey this way. We'll mosey down the correct path. Everyone knows it's a parrot. Everyone knows that's a parrot. That's kind of the idea. You're going to know it's a parrot because armadillos don't have wings, so you know it's a parrot. You're going to hit the sign that says, "Are you sure?" Yes, we're sure. So we're going to continue on to here, and this is where things get a little sticky. Very, very sticky. I'm not good at redstone, I'm not good at command blocks, but I am very good at wasting people's time. So, if you get around all these cobwebs, all 5 gazillion cobwebs, you're going to come across this. Find a way out of the room without breaking any blocks. And of course, we already know this. We already know that there's stuff hidden in the chests, and you have to use an ender pearl to get out. So, if we were to go through here, on our first try, there we go, we'll pass through the fire and enter the next room, which I did not show you guys. So, this is the Great Hall, or the library. You may think this is very obvious and very simple. I assure you, it's not. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to hit this sign that obviously says go this way. So we're going to go this way. We're going to pretend like we're following the signs and we're not disobeying everything. Knowing Dialect, he will disobey everything, so that's going to be very null anyway. Follow these, go down our row of jack-o'-lanterns here, and we enter the void. The void with buttons. So many buttons. So many buttons. You really thought there was a point to this room? I just wanted to push your buttons. Ha! Best joke ever. I just wanted to push your buttons, get it? Look at all them buttons. The point to this room, there is no point to this room. It's literally just a whole wall of buttons that do absolutely nothing. See, you could hit any of them. They do absolutely nothing. Okay, so if we go back out this way, now knowing those buttons do nothing, hopefully I've wasted a good couple minutes of his time just trying to push every single button to see what one does. Remember, I'm not good at redstone and command blocks, so obviously nothing I have in this building is actually going to have those connected to it, but you would think so. You would think so. Trickery and deceit. That is the pattern here. That is the theme. Now, if we continue on this path, we've already come out of that room. This is the correct way. So basically, ignore that arrow that told you to go the other way. The arrow was lying to you. You'll come into here and you'll see a very interesting farm area and some books from downstairs. We have some pigs. We have a sniffer. Hello, sniffer. You have a very big sniffer. And you have some cows. Now, the next step is no ender pearls allowed. So technically, I could not use ender pearls here. I would not be allowed to. Play it smart. Leave the ender pearls at the start. That's just a fun little rhyme. It doesn't mean anything. But basically, no ender pearls are out here. You cannot, if you have leftover ender pearls from the other room, you cannot use them to teleport through. Because that's cheating. So you have to find another way through. And the other way through is, if you guys have played Minecraft long enough, or if you watch the big Minecrafters play this, you kind of know, basically, that there's only one way through that hole. Technically, there's 3. You can use an ender pearl, you can use an elytra wing, or you can use a pig on a saddle with a stick. Now, I already have the things in my inventory, but if you paid attention earlier, you'll notice that none of these items have showed up. We have not had a carrot on a stick, we've not had a saddle. You'll need both of those to get through. So, after coming all the way up here and realizing I can't go any further, I don't have elytra wings, I don't have anything else, you're not allowed to use the ender pearls. I made that specifically clear, you're not allowed to use the ender pearls. So, basically what you have to do is go all the way back to the beginning. Remember, the end is the beginning and the beginning is the end. And you have to go all the way back through the fire. Hopefully you have a couple of ender pearls left, because otherwise you're going to be stuck. That's the only way forward and backwards, so you have to find more than one ender pearl to get through. And I'm hoping that he realizes with the fire that he should probably have a fire resistance potion. I actually put 2 of them in here just in case, because I didn't want him to run out and not be able to get back in. So we have 2, we now have 2 fire resistant potions hiding around the room, and several, I think 8 ender pearls. So now we go all the way back, nothing is in this room. Hopefully he realized he needs that stuff beforehand. I don't want to get stuck in a spiral up, so I'm skipping. Now we come over here to find a way through the lava without breaking any blocks. Now this is what you're going to need the other half of the fire resistant potion for, so hopefully you do this in under 3 minutes. You have a 3-minute potion. But if you were to go in here and just jump in the lava, it's not going to seem like much, right? There's nothing here, there's nothing exciting here, but if you go down underneath the lava, there's a chest. And in the chest, there's a carrot on a stick. You will need that to move on. If I remember correctly, the saddle was in one of the barrels. I don't necessarily remember which one, but I know the saddle's in one of the barrels. So hopefully you're going to find the barrels as you're going through. Oh yeah, yes, it's over here. It's one of these. I made there it is. The saddle was in that barrel. Totally didn't misplace that. I knew exactly where it was in the beginning. So the saddle was right there. So you'll need the saddle and the pig on the stick. The carrot on a stick to get through with the pig. So hopefully We thought about that before we started. So again, if you have a pig and you have a saddle and a carrot on a stick, you can go through here. I'm not going to do it now just because I keep losing pigs when I try this, but basically when you come through here, this is your next room. This is the final challenge room. You'll want to reset your spawn here, and you just got this lovely fireplace. It means absolutely nothing. This you're going to see obviously right as you walk in. This is an escape room. And it says tick tock, because this is timed. And it's saying, hey, don't waste a lot of time on this. I am absolutely lousy at parkour, so this is not going to go well for me, but it is possible. I have tested it. You'll get to that one and then that one, and you realize, hey, there's a hole here. Obviously, I need to go up, but what's that? I don't have any more blocks. How am I supposed to get up there? Ender pearls are still not allowed. They were left in the other room for a reason. So, to get these things to go up that wall, you have to go into the serpentine, which I believe I spelled as a serpentine. We're going to pretend I didn't spell that wrong. And the serpentine is a maze. And I don't know if I would take you guys all the way through it. It's basically a time killer. That's basically all I'm doing here. But inside certain spots in the maze, aha, there are chests. And the chests have items you can use. There are several ladders in the chests if you want an easy way, or there's iron bars if you feel like being a little more difficult and actually parkouring it up. And then after you have completed that, you'll have enough ladders and iron bars to finish this. You would go all the way to the top. And the last thing you have to do is drop down here. Jump into the slime, have some fun, all that good bouncy stuff. Just a little bouncy party to end. Are you sure you want to end the scenario? We could leave the program running. System reboot. System shutting down. And that is the end of the escape room. Now, let's see how Dialect does at it.
No breaking blocks.
That includes... Fail! You failed already! We haven't even started and you failed. Okay. Begin at your own risk.
The end is the beginning is the end. This is the loop, isn't it?
I'm not saying a word. I'm not supposed to even talk. Have fun.
Alright. Parrots. One of these is filled with something, isn't it?
I can't say anything. It's not my job to tell you. You gotta figure it out. Biggest piece of advice I can give you, the one piece of advice I'll give you, is manage your resources. Use them sparingly.
I know there's a way to ender pearl out of this room.
There is.
But I need to find the right spot.
Yes. I suggest you keep looking in the barrels too while you're at it.
Now I know there's an opening above that fireplace.
Okay.
Because the smoke is going up.
I mean, that's what smoke does, yes. Yeah, I'll just hang out here. I'm in creative, I'm good. I can help if I need to. If you want to hit and let me know.
How many ender pearls are there?
8. How many have you found so far?
I found 5.
Okay.
6.
Okay.
7.
Alright.
And that's 8.
Alrighty. Now how are you gonna get out of the room?
I found everything. I found a saddle, fire resistance. Oh! The magma striders. That's what I probably need the saddle for, but I'm going to need something on the mushroom on the stick for striders.
Well, I can say you found everything in this room.
I have?
Yes. There's one other thing which you won't need unless you don't use your resources sparingly.
I've never done this before, so it's possible to teleport through that, correct?
It is. I have tested. Your 3 minutes start now. I would make haste.
That was just at all.
Not at all, right? What? The sign says go this way.
Here?
The sign says go this way. Why did you go that way? The sign says go this way.
I'm seeing something else up here.
You'll get there.
I'm not sure I trust you.
Go back to the sign. Go back to the... You'll get there. Go back to the sign.
Fine, fine.
I spent a lot of time on this.
Well, then why'd you put the door there?
Because you're supposed to find it. This is my favorite room. You also realize my level of redstone ability, right?
None.
Yes, exactly. Keep that in mind as you're going through things. I have no redstone ability.
Did you honestly just create this room just to mess with me?
It's up to you to decide that.
Because I saw the time, I was like, well, that's not suspicious.
It was worth it. It was so worth it. I had a 50-50 shot that you were going to find that time suspicious. I thought maybe you would overthink it and think it was a double bluff and go into it anyway.
Oh, the sniffer. Okay.
Sniffer. I don't know what he does, but he's cute. So basically, all you need to know in this room is you're not allowed to use ender pearls. That's the only thing you need to know. This is all Minecraft knowledge. Okay, I will give you one exception. You may break fences, because I made a mistake and didn't put a gate.
There's something I'm missing in this room, isn't there?
It's
Something I
not
need.
necessarily in this room. Back to the buttons. We actually came back for the buttons. This is amazing. I hope this room would throw you off.
Be real though, do any of these buttons do anything?
No, they do absolutely nothing.
So what I need is just not in this room.
Correct. There's only 3 ways to get through a hole that's 1 block big.
I need a carrot on the stick.
You do need a carrot on a stick.
Where have you hidden it?
In a place you'll never find it. At least not in here. You'll notice you already collected the saddle. You spent too long. And you're dying. And you're dying. May I give you a gift? Would you like a gift?
What is it? Yeah, okay.
You might need that. You got 3 minutes.
I can't figure out where you could hide a carrot on the stick.
Well, you've passed it. I'll give it to you. I'll give that much to you. I'm not gonna say how recently you passed it.
I walked everywhere.
Have you walked everywhere?
Well, how many times have I passed it?
Once. And you weren't necessarily...
Only once all this time?
Yeah, and you weren't necessarily close to it, but you were on the right area for it. I can just hear the gears
If you
turning.
hit it behind a painting, I can't read it. Because I can't click through paintings.
It's not in the painting. It's not in this room at all.
Okay. Not in this room, not in that room.
Correct. You think it's suspicious I gave you
Passed
2...
it once.
You've passed it once. You think it's suspicious I've given you 2 fire potions.
Well, how could I have passed it once if it wasn't in there? Because I passed it more than once in here.
It's not in there, but think about where you've been. Think about how you got here.
Through the fire.
Think about how you got there.
You mean from the very start? Are you kidding me? Fine.
The end is the beginning, and the beginning is the end. I just got stuck in the barrels. There we go.
I hate this.
I'm not getting through any faster. There we go. I'm just interpearling.
That's not what you put out here.
No, it's not out here. That's the That's the end. That's how you get out. Look, I made it to the end, guys. Oh my word. Dive, dive, dive. Finally.
I know.
Oink.
Talk, tick, talk.
Tick tock, tick tock.
It's serpentine.
This is actually a very good vantage point. I like it
parkour.
from here.
Okay.
Okay. Hello. This is a very good vantage point. Yeah, I know I spelled serpentine wrong. Don't judge me for it.
For what? Oh, it's a maze. I see. Okay. Yep, okay.
I actually like my view from up here better. It's funny.
Oh, the thing is, like, what is the vantage point of?
Of you. I can just watch you from here. I got glass on the ceiling.
Is a fire potion required from now on?
No.
From this point forward?
Nope, you just need it for the lava. Hello.
I can't even see the maze from here.
I'll give you a hint. You don't want to be up here where I am. This is my spectator spot. This is so I can watch you suffer.
Anything else in this maze?
There's several more things, but I don't think you'll need them.
Okay, am I allowed to go up? Imagine I'm allowed to get up.
Not here, but yes. You want to go over that wall. That's over there. Not where I am. This is my spectator mode. This is where I get to watch you. This is Maze Runner. I get to watch you. So you're going to want to go straight up this wall.
So I can get over this wall?
Yes, you want to go over this wall all the way up. I'm only halfway there, so don't come to where I am. You're almost to the end. One thing left to do. I was curious if you're going to pick the ladder or the bars to get up.
Iron bars?
Yeah. I gave you the option of both. I was curious to see which one you'd pick. I cannot believe that we're at the end and this is the part that's confusing you.
Of course it's confusing me. It's not like I did any escape rooms before.
That's fair. I thought it would be.
Oh, wait.
I guess it was.
Okay.
I thought it'd be more obvious in this, but I guess I didn't make it very obvious. You just. Well, that's one way of doing it.
Oh, how was I supposed to do it?
From the top. From up there. I was supposed to jump straight down from up there. Hey! You made it! Woo! Anyway, yep, that was the escape room.